News now. One person is shot at Castleton Square Mall. Police are holding a news conference right now. Let's go ahead and listen in.
William, last name is Young, Y-O-U-N-G, Public Information Officer for the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department. Just after 3 p.m., officers of the IMPD North District responded to multiple reports of a person shot and shots fired. Additional calls came into our 911 dispatch center that indicated that a person had been shot. Those officers quickly arrived and discovered a male, not quite sure of an age as of yet, and that male did sustain injuries consistent with a gunshot wound. That individual was transported to an area hospital where he is listed in stable condition. He is awake and breathing. The mall was placed on a quick lockdown. The mall had security already on site, and the mall security was able to provide medical attention to that individual prior to officers and paramedics arriving. Our officers, as well as the security and the employees here at the mall, as stated before, the mall was placed on a quick lockdown, and we do not believe that there are any other injuries at this time. There will be a high police presence throughout the evening, and the mall has been closed for the remainder of the evening. I will entertain questions, however, it's very early on in the investigation. We are speaking with persons of interest at this time. We're not calling them suspects, but we are calling them persons of interest. We do not believe that there is an immediate threat to the public or to this particular area. We do not believe at this time that there are any employees injured in regards to shots being fired here at the mall. Again, I'll entertain questions. However, it is very early on in the investigation, and we'll be able to update you as the evening continues.
Now, initially, you guys had put out on social media that a suspect had left this scene. Is that still the case?
So we're trying to piece together. There were multiple individuals involved in this particular scene. There were persons of interest that we are not speaking with, or suspects, but we are speaking with individuals or persons of interest at this particular time. However, we're not calling them suspects. And again, we do not believe that there's an active threat to the immediate area, to the mall area.
And you inside or outside?
This unfortunately did happen just inside the mall, in the foyer area. It didn't happen in a particular store, but in the foyer area of the mall.
Do you know approximately how many shots were fired?
That will come out as the investigation continues. As you can imagine, this is a complex investigation. Our officers as well as the mall security did an extremely good job as far as putting the mall on lockdown, covering all the exits and doors, and making sure no other customers were injured.
Was this a targeted shooting?
That will come out as the investigation continues. There were multiple witnesses that stayed on scene and are speaking with our detectives.
Are there still customers hunkering in space right now?
Our officers quickly did a sweep, as you can imagine, throughout the store as well as the mall security. They are still continuously doing that. The mall will be closed for the remainder of the evening. I'm sure that we'll, as well with the mall security, we'll do another sweep because we want to make sure that everyone is safe, including the employees here.
Now, there's K-9 officers on scene as well. What is their role in this investigation?
Sure, as you can imagine, whenever we have a situation of sorts where shots are being fired actively, whether that be a store or a mall with the climate of this country, it's kind of all hands on deck. So all of our officers who are in this particular area on the North District, we butt up against Hamilton County. All those entities, as far as law enforcement, will respond.
This is the second time we had a deadly shooting, unfortunately, right here at the same spot at this mall last month. Talk about the fact that, obviously, in a mall, you guys are going to take this as serious as possible and try to figure out exactly what happened.
Absolutely, serious as possible. The mall has been very inviting to our officers. They have an extremely inviting staff and security. They're continuously working with our officers as well too. There will be a high police presence throughout the evening as well, throughout the weekend as well. Our officers that work this particular beat, the mall allows them to come in, walk, and engage with community members who may be shopping. And so, again, we'll be out here for some time trying to piece together exactly what occurred.
All right, sir, thank you so much. As you just heard, IMPD said that one person is in the hospital in stable condition. They are awake. They are breathing. They're going to be out here for quite some time as they piece together this investigation. And as you heard Officer Young said as well, they are speaking with persons of interest. They're not calling them suspects at this time, but there are people, persons of interest or suspects that are also not on the scene that police want to speak with as well. So we're going to remain out here on the scene. We have multiple crews out here who are gathering information from people who were inside of the mall at the time that the shooting happened. We'll have that for you on Wish TV coming up at 5 o'clock. Reporting live at Castleton Square Mall, Cody Fisher, Wish TV, iTeammate.